What up, Dokkanners? Welcome back to Toonrami for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Guys, for today's video, it is all about Vegeta Jr., baby. Vegeta Jr. is the newest free-to-play, free rainbow unit that you're getting in Global, and he also gets an EZA, just like his counterpart Goku Jr. So, let's jump into this little guide to give you some information on what you can expect in the fights, and some good units that will be recommended for you. First off, what do we know about Vegeta Jr.? Well, we know that he's going to be a super physical unit, so naturally, the opposite of the physical is the strength. So he's weak against strength types. You don't have to worry about it being a super or an extreme. There is no penalty for choosing one or the other, so both do the same amount of damage. But most notably, he is weak against Goku's family, which makes sense. His counterpart Goku Jr. was weak against Vegeta's family, so naturally, the opposite should also be the case. And here are two more crucial pieces of information that you will need in order to defeat this EZA, because if you don't, you're a goner. Number one, he's developed a very deep and raspy voice at such an early age. Man, that's unfortunate.
You put up quite a good fight there, weirdo.
Poor guy. And also, he enjoys wearing onesies. You will need that when the time comes. Trust me. Trust me. What do you get from this EZA? Easy. You get a bunch of stones, you get a bunch of Kais, and you get one free rainbow of a physical unit. The beauty of this EZA is that none of these will be used on Vegeta Jr. Vegeta Jr. is a free rainbow, which means he gets his own set of orbs, his own set of dupes, that saves you a bunch of Kais. So all of these drops that you get from this EZA are all going to go into a different unit of your choosing, which is awesome. So that's even more incentive for you to do this easy EZA. Now let's check some of the potential leaders that you will use. Now obviously going into any EZA there is just a ton of units that you can choose from. I chose the most prominent and most recommended units that would be best suited for your team. Obviously there will be some not listed here. You can figure out what those are if you don't happen to have any of the following. But hopefully you do, because these will give you the best chance, most likely, to defeat all 30 stages and then some. Obviously, Goku's family is the weakness, so naturally you want a Goku's family lead. These are the most prominent Goku's family lead. Unfortunately, none of them are strength-based. But the most powerful one would be the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but also don't forget you've got the LR Go Bros. They are tech. Thankfully, neither one is weak against physical, so that's fine, but both give you a 170/130% boost. Whichever stat boosts they are for, the point is they're 170/130. All of them provide Ki plus 3 except for the free-to-play 8-bit Goku on the side there. He gives a plus 4 Ki, but then he gives only a plus 44% stat boost around the across the board. And then you've got the AGL Super Saiyan 2 Goku and the Tech Kaioken Goku. Both recently got awakenings for the 4-year celebration. They are sub-leaders for the Goku's family category, plus 3 and 120 across the board. So a lot of versatility in this category, which is fantastic. Don't have any of these units as a leader? No problem. You have other options. Goku's family is thankfully one of the most flexible and most versatile categories in the game right now. So if you don't have a category lead that actually gives boosts to the Goku's family, you can try other methods. Most notably, the all-type category, because we have 3 prominent Goku's family units that fall under that category. The 1000-Day Goku, free to play, gives Ki plus 3, 100% across the board. The Super Battle Road Int LR Goku gives Ki plus 3, 100% across the board. The LR Super Battle Road Gohan gives Ki plus 3, 77% across the board. Yeah, he's not a Goku, but he is Goku's family, so that still applies. Now, obviously, the Int type is at a disadvantage, so if you really have no other option, you can use him, but try to avoid using that Int Super Battle Road Goku. Then you've got super category leads. You've got the Transforming Super Saiyan Goku, AGL, Ki plus 3, 120 across the board. The most recent addition to the Superclass free-to-play family is the Super Saiyan 2 Goku. That is the reward that you get from the Dokkan Battlefield Clash. He gives Ki plus 3 and 90 across the board. And lastly, obviously, if you don't have anything else except for just strength units, use a strength leader. Super Saiyan 4 Goku Strength will give you a Ki plus 3 and 120% boost across the board. Obviously, there are more units that do provide lead abilities to strength types, all types, super types, I just listed the most prominent ones that also fall into Goku's family. So if you have other ones, like for example the Super Saiyan God Vegeta, Strength, he is also a Strength type lead. Feel free to use that, but he's not in Goku's family, so that puts you at a disadvantage. So these are some of the best units, but with that said, let's jump into a few fights, shall we? I want to see what my team can do at this point. I've purposely held off.
Let's do this.
I've purposely held off. Fighting time. Let's do it now.
Let's do this.
So my team is a mono strength team. I'm only at stage 33. I've purposely held off doing what I usually do, which is blasting through these EZAs as much as possible. Unfortunately, I think it's given my competition some hope. Usually when I do these things, I make a statement right away and I get to level 80, 90, 100 as soon as I can. But because I'm making videos now, I have to be a little bit patient. And other people I've noticed that the others that are in my rankings have tried to make early moves themselves. So I need to be a bit more aggressive and I need to make these videos faster. But anyway, let's get started. This is a mono strength team, as I said. I've got this mini kid Goku GT. He obviously does a fantastic job against single enemies. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, naturally. And in my back pocket, I've got the free-to-play Kaioken Goku, the one that increases his stats slowly over time, which is always nice to have. If things aren't working and the battle goes out longer, I have a Goku that will be slowly getting stronger and stronger, which is always nice. But I doubt it'll get to that point right here. I'm only at stage 33. Once I hit the 70, 80, 90s, that Kaioken Goku will actually see significant stat growth. But it might not even be necessary at that point, because there will be a time where I might need to consider switching. Now here's the dilemma. If you want to use the Super Saiyan 4 LR Goku, you lose your key number 1 STR unit, which is the STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And right now, in this early stage, I'm not ready to depart. So I'm going to keep using a mono strength team for as long as possible. I don't think I'm going to get to a point where I'll actually suffer for not having the LR Goku, because he's an AGL type. He's not a strength type. So I feel like the stat boost that he provides to the other members of your team offset the fact that he's AGL. So I feel like if you use that, or if you use just a straight up all strength team, you're kind of set either way. You're fine either way. I don't think the penalty is too much for not having the 170% boost instead of the 120. But we will see. Well, I will, not you. I'm not going to make you stick around for 50 of these fights. I'm not ready to do that to you guys just yet. Maybe in a future live stream or something, when I start doing that eventually, maybe I'll do that. But for now, you're just going to have to deal with 1 or 2 EZAs. Plenty of strength Gokus, strength Super Saiyan 4 Gokus here, so this is not going to be a problem at all. How old are these kids? 12? I think at the end of Dragon Ball GT, these two descendants of Goku and Vegeta are 12. I don't know where I get that number from. But if they are, man, this guy's voice, that's sad. I mean, I get it. He has to sound like Vegeta, but if you really think about that, that's really unfortunate. Puberty hits fast sometimes.
You should subscribe, ha! You heard me. I have a plan to reach Super Saiyan 4.
You heard me. I have a plan to reach Super Saiyan 4.
Alright. This will end on this turn, I'm pretty sure. No, it won't. I don't have good orbs. Great. There we go. All the Kais that I got from this EZA, I still have them, and I fully intend to use them on an Omega Shenron that I am just determined to get. I am desperately waiting for an Omega Shenron to drop because I need a Shadow Dragon Saga team to compete in the final Super Battle Road. If I'm not able to get Omega Shenron, those physical Kais will either sit in my box or go to someone else. But if I can't get Omega Shenron, the good news is that I actually have another Shadow Dragon Saga leader that is on the way, which is the free-to-play mini Goku Spirit Bomb guy that's going to be showing up in about 5 or 6 days. If you've been keeping up with the Summoning Shenron story event right now on Global, then you have received 2 Dragon Balls, or 3 depending on when you're watching this, or maybe more. After you get all 7 Dragon Balls, the cracked Dragon Balls I should say, the Universal Crisis Shadow Dragon event will start, and after you finish those 7 fights, you will then trigger the Ultimate EZA, which is Omega Shenron, for 100 fights, I believe. And that is where you get the free-to-play Shadow Dragon Saga leader, aka my only hope at beating Super Battle Road. But that's going to be a lot tougher because a free-to-play category lead does not give nearly the same stat bonus. At least 100% less, or almost 100% less. So it's going to be a struggle. I might record a video for that just to see how long it would take to beat it and how long I need to put you guys through this excruciating Super Battle Road. We'll see. So as you can see, he's starting to withstand a little more. Could be because I'm using a strength team and I'm not getting 50% extra bonus in stats like I would with an AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku, or could just be that I'm just not using good units. If you're not fortunate enough to have every unit be a strength Goku's family, it can be a little tricky. After the 20th fight, from round 20 to round 30, Vegeta Jr. gains damage reduction against AGL units. So keep that in mind also. They're still viable, but they just won't do as much as you would be expecting from prior rounds. And that will about do it right there.
KO.
So that's about it, guys. Vegeta Jr., free EZA, free orbs, free Kais, free everything. Do it right away, have fun with it, and keep yourself occupied until the LR Baby and Goku Pan Trunks banners hit later tonight. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. Comment down below if you have any other category or any other teams that you've been using other than the ones that I've recommended. And be sure to subscribe because there's a whole lot more Dokkan coming your way. Thank you so much for watching once again. Stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.